Good morning, good afternoon, and you know the routine. Good evening. Welcome back to Sparklethorn Designs. All right, you guys, I have got my bucket going on here. It's something that I've tried in the past and then I got away from it, but my thought process is to put, when I decide on a junk journal theme, to put everything that I find into a bucket so that I have one place where I can go and find what I need. So with that being said, this is August's junk journal. Maybe August and September, but for right now it is just August. This is a Dollar Tree journal, and I loved that it was already mushroom related. So I did go and Cricut the gold shrooms in order to kind of match the front. Then I have these flat back mushrooms that I added. I just glued them down. I like that they just kind of go with the whole theme as a whole. Okay, so this book is a lot. I had a lot of fun with it. I went back and added and just continued as I went through. So we're just going to kind of try to break it down a little bit and talk about it. Let me pull some of this stuff out so I have an easier time. Okay, as you can see, I'm not fully finished, but let me go ahead and pull it out. All right, so I have a pocket. This was a printable from Etsy. I'll try to put down in the description all the things like that I can. Timu stickers. These are, I believe, the same. Timu stickers. This was already part of the journal itself. I've got all mushroom washi tapes, so that is a thing. And then I wanted to do something kind of different for me. I'm sure that there are people out there that have done it, but I had this whole idea of doing mushrooms and then putting it in a window. And this does have an actual little, I can't remember what they're called, but the clear plastic that I put in as a window. These are printable stickers, and then most of the rest of these are Timu, Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, my usuals. Have my August bucket list. It was very summery themed, and I cut all that off because that's just not what I was looking for, even though I've got the pink going on. I've got these cute girls. In fact, before I go on, I'm just going to put some music on because I could talk about every single page because I love my mushrooms. So here we go. Okay, so right there at the very end, I've still got a little bit of work to do. Plus, I have not put any trim or anything. And to be completely honest, which I'm always honest, so I'm not exactly sure what that saying is all about, but full disclosure, maybe that's a better word, is I don't know if I want to. I still need to do a little bit of trimming for these that are hanging out over the pages. But as far as doing just a complete trim, as much as I love my trim, and I might put some on the front and the back of the cover, right now it's going to be no. And I'm okay with that. So we'll see how it pans out. And when I bring you back for September, which is where this one is going to start, and it's probably going to be a mushroom continuation. As you can tell, I haven't really done anything, so I'm not 100% sure. And then I've still got tons of stuff in the back. Like, I've got so much mushroom stuff, and I bought more. These cards, love these. These were in a Temu haul, I'm sure. I have a work friend that wanted a journal. I've already put that one out. And I found these cards, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. And I think they will be perfect for writing on the back. And then let me look and just see if there's anything. Just most of the stuff is like, these are things that I still wanted to use. And then just, this was from, I think she got it either in Shein or Temu, but it was somebody I worked with a couple years ago gave this whole box of stuff to me, and I've thoroughly enjoyed using it. And then I've got those. These are Walmart. Look, let me grab my thing. Here's the box I was talking about, and I've added stuff to it since then. I've also found this mushroom ribbon at Dollar Tree. I've had it probably a couple years at least. Oh, what else? Let's see what else I've got in here. This is Temu. It had a bunch of mushroom stuff in it as well. So I've been using that. This is the front of a box that had a bunch of these in there. And so I wanted to keep it because it's got, I might use it as a whole and then just put something here. Or I might cut out the individual pieces and use those. I do still have a bunch of mushrooms. I like to go through these and pull out and group them into different sections of things that I like that one's mushrooms. This one just has some individual components in it that I like. Like this one, I love this butterfly. This one has boxes. I like this little elephant. Like that window. Like there's just the car. There's just a bunch of different stuff. And I keep them laying on my desk for inspiration if I come across needing something. This is the washi tape that I ordered. I'm pretty sure this was a Temu order. And I've used a lot of it. And like the sunflowers, that's not the plants. They're not really mushroom, but I mean, it mostly was mushroom. And then I do have a box that has all my mushroom stuff in it. One of the things that I did want to use was this, but I found this journal, and this was just, I was like, yes. And then I had all these ideas. So I will still use this at some point in time, just not for this one. Pretty sure these were Temu as well. And then I do have, excuse me, I do have, these don't really show the mushrooms, but I do have the mushroom printables that I will put down in the description. All right, that's all I've got for today. Y'all go out and spread God's love. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon.